my lord?
To execute an enemy of the state conniving treason against your majesty's person.
We have no proof that the Scottish Queen has plotted against my life.
But ample that she has plotted to escape, madam.
She is human, Mr. Secretary. Heaven knows she is human. And I have held her captive for close on 18 years. As long as you ensure her plots to escape are unsuccessful, I have nothing to fear from her.
She corresponds with your enemies, madam.
They are her allies, my lord. Do you deny a queen the right to do that?
While the Scottish Queen lives, she is a center of intrigue for England's enemies. A puppet queen to take the throne of England when... should the opportunity come.
It could come too soon. Are we not aware that the King of Spain sits brooding in the Escorial Palace, gathering courage to attack us?
Ah, and meanwhile, these intrigues of the Scottish Queen could move the King of Spain to a decision.
Therefore, she must die.
Without trial? Without justice?
For England's safety, madam.
England's safety can be bought at too high a price, my lord.
I repeat that she must die.
You repeat to a point of tedium. Until you bring me proof that the Scottish Queen has intrigued against my person, I cannot forget that she is my cousin, a queen and a woman. Ask Captain Drake to attend me.
Well, Walsingham?
We have had this argument before, with as little effect.
But Her Majesty asks for proof.
Yes, but that can easily be arranged.
What do you have in mind, Walsingham?
I think the Queen of Scots is about to commit a fatal indiscretion.
Is it true Sir Rafe is leaving us, ma'am, and we're to have a new jailer?
Why do you ask, child?
I heard gossip, ma'am.
And it may be true or not. Gossip is like that.
I hope it's not true, ma'am. Sir Rafe has been very kind.
He's one of the few who remember that I'm still a queen.
Who is to replace him, ma'am?
I fear whoever it is will not make our life any easier.
I am Sir Amyas Paulet. I have assumed Sir Rafe's saddler's duties as your guardian.
But not his courtesy, it seems.
You're no longer a queen, madam.
I am still a woman.
In your letters, you have been intriguing with the enemies of Her Majesty the Queen. It is my duty to tell you that there shall be no more letters, in or out.
But private letters, surely.
They might contain a cipher. There can be no exceptions.
My smallest pleasures have been taken from me one by one.
The price of treason, madam.
Is it treason to want to escape from a hateful captivity?
It is treason to plot against Her Majesty's life.
I have never done so.
Then it appears that you have lost your opportunity. What is this?
A cloth of state from my palace at Holyrood.
The prison is no place for royal trappings. Phillips,
Sir?
Remove it.
I have no option, madam.
It's of no importance. Do as he tells you.
Madam,
Well?
you are not without friends. I have a message for you from across the channel. I am to tell you that plans are afoot for a Spanish invasion of England and for your release. A sum of money has been received to arrange for the assassination of the Queen. I have a letter for you from the Spanish ambassador.
From Mendoza. Please let me see it.
I am to ask you to reply to Mendoza, giving your approval.
The invasion and my release, yes. To the assassination, no. I can have no part in that.
After years of imprisonment, you have no bitterness against Elizabeth.
Did you say that I was to reply to the ambassador?
Yes.
But how? You heard what Sir Amy has said about my letters.
Casks of ale are delivered each day to the castle from Burton. The brewer has been bought.
Perhaps you're right, Master Phillips. I see I am not without friends.
Forgive me, madam, but Sir Amyas would be suspicious if I...
Do as he told you.
Well?
I was superb. I should have been a play actor. She was quite convinced.
Where did you get the letter you gave her?
I wrote it myself.
What, did the handwriting convince her?
Why shouldn't it?
You should have been a forger, too, it seems. Will she reply to it?
I'm sure she will. At this very moment, she's probably writing her own execution order.
Come in.
Your Majesty sent for me?
Read that. A letter from the Queen of Scots to Mendoza, agreeing the invasion plans for England and approving with enthusiasm a plot against my life.
How did you come by this, madam?
Intercepted by one of Walsingham's spies.
Seems too good to be true.
Good. With Parliament and the people in their present mood, that wretched piece of paper could oblige me to bring the Scottish Queen to trial. And that can only end in the headsman's block. And that means war. With her friends, with Spain.
Before we have the ships or the men trained for them.
And you call that good?
I said too good, madam. It comes too easily and reeks of conspiracy.
No one would dare. I have never met the Queen of Scots, but I think I know her. She is brave, impetuous, foolish. But I do not wish to think that she would connive at my murder. You must go to Tutbury, Captain. Go as a private person under an assumed name. The devil himself would find it hard to wriggle out of the brawl that would follow if it were known that I had sent you.
And my duty, madam?
I must know the truth about this. I think you will find it somewhere at Tutbury Castle.
I am unskilled at this kind of warfare.
I know. But I think you are the only man in England that can help me. I have never spoken to a man who had met my cousin, the Queen of Scots. But either he was her slave or her implacable enemy. I could trust the honesty of your report.
I will ride through the night, madam, and be at Tutbury by morning.
Drake, it's time that sea dog confined himself to his own kennel.
Perhaps it is time we built a kennel for him.
Take him! You're a nimble climber, sir. We much admired your agility in imitating a fly upon our castle walls. Do you think we're fools to allow our flanks to go unguarded for any thief to make his unceremonious entry? No, sir. We like to welcome strangers in, for a better look at them. You say nothing. Do you understand our language? Shall I bring forth someone with the command of Spanish? Or is it French?
I understand you well enough.
Ah, the voice of a gentleman. What is your business with the Scottish Queen? Unless you tell me, I must take you for a hired assassin. You do not look like one. Did you scale the walls on your own account, or did somebody send you? We like to know, before we execute intruders, what their mission was. Who sent you here? Very well. Tomorrow morning, you will face a row of muskets. You may die if you wish to protect whoever sent you.
You may find yourself answerable to a higher authority than you suspect.
I have no fear of higher authority. I'm in charge here. My business is to protect the Scottish Queen. I'm within my rights to dispose of any threat to her as I think fit. Take him away.
No, you fool! You clumsy military blockhead! You can't destroy the Queen's pet dolphin!
Watch your tongue.
Watch your head before it rolls into the basket under the axe of the Queen's executioner.
He doesn't admit to being Francis Drake. He doesn't admit to being under royal instructions. Until he does, he's just a common intruder, and I can treat him as I wish.
But we know who he is. We were told to expect him here.
We were told to find out why he came. That we will do by sunrise. He'll talk to save his skin.
How can you be so stupid? And you a soldier. He's looked into the muzzle of 1,000 Spanish guns without turning a hair. Do you think the fear of death will make him talk and betray his queen? Oh. You'll have to carry out your threat, perform the execution, and then heaven help us both.
We shall see.
Morning, friend.
Oh, I fear it's not so good for you.
How close is it to dawn?
Oh, no more than half an hour, I'd say.
Was anyone stirring yet?
Oh, the captain of the guard is up. I heard him giving orders. Then the sound of muskets being cleaned, and that's in your honor, I'm afraid.
But don't they give a condemned man any breakfast?
Oh, I've an apple, yeah, that you're welcome to. Aye, local apple it is, sweet as any orchard can bear. Yep. Oh. Aye. Yes, indeed, sir, you're welcome to it, aye. I can get a barrel of them down below. Aye, the orchard. It's only half a minute to the front gate. Aye, I'll warrant you've never tasted pippins sweeter.
I'm sorry, kind friend. I'll buy you a royal breakfast one day.
Are you the Queen of Scots? Madam, answer me, for I have little time.
Sir, I thought we had all the time in the world. Until this moment.
I come from Queen Elizabeth.
Come here, child. I knew that our captivity would end with the quick thrust of a sword. Make it quick, I beg you. Do your work, sir. We are ready.
Madam, you mistake me. I'm not here to harm you. My name is Francis Drake. I'm not your murderer.
Francis Drake is a pirate. Invent a likelier disguise.
You must believe I'm here to help you.
Must I? Does she think that years of imprisonment have dulled my brain, that I will swallow any story?
You do Her Majesty a great injustice. But I've no time to prove you wrong. I'm here to ask you questions.
I think I know the questions. Do I want to live and breathe the air of freedom? Do I desire the throne of England? Yes, I do, sir. Tell your sovereign that. I do.
These are not the questions, madam.
Well?
You wrote a letter to the Duke of Mendoza. Do you remember what was in it?
Remind me. I presume you've read it.
I've read a letter, but the authorship's in question. That's why I'm here. Did you write approving plans for your escape?
Yes. See, now it was a waste of ink.
Agreeing to a Spanish invasion of England?
Yes, I did. Tell her that is what I long for. I admit it.
And supporting a scheme for the murder of the Queen?
Murder of the Queen? No. I would rather live forever behind these walls than give consent to the murder of a queen.
Then your letter was improved upon in perfect imitation of your handwriting.
By whom?
To whom did you entrust it?
Thomas Phillips.
Does he live here in the castle?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Forgive me, Your Majesty.
I suppose we must learn not to hope.
Master Phillips,
What do you want?
the letter written by the Scottish Queen.
It was sent to Her Majesty.
That was a forgery. I want the original.
I don't know what you mean.
Look, I've killed too many good Spanish seamen to lose sleep over a rat like you. Quickly, I'm pressed for time.
You wouldn't dare. My master, Sir Francis Walsingham, will hear of it.
I think he'll be pleased to hear you're out of the way and can't give evidence against him. What's in there?
Just a cupboard.
Open the door. Come on, open the door. Get in. Get in.
Through there. What is the meaning of this? Am I to have no privacy at all?
Where is he, madam?
Control your temper, Sir Amias, and explain yourself.
Captain Drake came in here. Where is he?
Sir Amias, have you been drinking?
This is no laughing matter, madam. I promise you that.
Sir Amias has forgotten his manners again. We're becoming accustomed to that. I do not want you to have to listen to any barrack room brawl. You may go.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop! Where are you going? He came up here, you fools. He's halfway down the castle walls by now. Come on.
He's a spy, madam, sent to trick you. You must learn not to trust so easily.
Yes, Master Phillips. I must.
I will write my daily report omitting all mention of the incident.
Will you write it in your handwriting or in mine?
I have good news for you, gentlemen. We are relieved of an embarrassing predicament. I find the Scottish Queen expressly refused to take part in the plot against my life.
But the letter, Your Majesty.
I have it here, Mr. Secretary, in my cousin's own hand. I am convinced your efforts to persuade me were without malice, that you yourselves were deceived. This gives me great content. I should be sorry indeed to lose advisors of your quality.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
A good service for England, Captain.
For you, madam.
It's not often you serve me by avoiding offense to the Spanish king. Poor Mary. This won't be the last. Next time it may not be so easy to forgive.